we're live here. We're live.
Welcome to the show. 3K.
Welcome to Breakroom BS.
Yes.
Breakroom BS. We're the Breakroom BS.
I'm Gable.
I'm Dave. Here we are.
We're
here to give you knowledge because we're smart.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
We don't know anything.
No, we're not.
We're so stupid. Yeah. But welcome to our show. We're gonna this week. Well, we're gonna finish up the Destruction tour. Oh, I didn't write down where it was at. Oh no, yeah, I did.
What was that?
Shut up. So we're gonna do the last night of the Destruction tour, which will probably be a little more, take a little longer than the first two nights, just because I felt this was a better show. But we'll do that first. I want to go over a couple short WWE notes. I don't know if it's things you've heard or not. Some things that I found minorly interesting. So I figure we go over some of those.
It's probably the best word to preface stuff with. SoGal.
Than anything the WWE does, yeah.
Interesting. It's not good or bad ever. Just interesting.
Man, we're really getting right into it.
We're at an hour and 5 minutes already. This is crazy.
Isn't that nuts? No small talk this week. Just straight into fucking. Right? Yeah.
So what'd you read? Come on.
I didn't read nothing.
What?
I heard stuff.
All right, what'd you hear?
The fuck you. The fuck you think this is? You're not my boss. Oh, yeah. So, apparently, I don't know if you've heard about this. I think it was on Raw last night. Brie Bella fought Liv Morgan. God, the Bellas suck, dude. So, I don't know if you heard how Brie Bella has just been doing shitty in her matches. She did a dive and almost killed herself because she landed on her fucking face.
Dude, I saw that one. It was funny as shit.
This one wasn't as funny because it wasn't her. That it happened to. So she's doing the fucking Daniel Bryan yes kicks. You know how they're on their knees and they just kick him in the chest? She's doing them to Liv Morgan. So she kicks her right in the fucking head and knocks her out, and she's falling down. She kicks her again in the head. And fucking Liv Morgan got legit knocked out in the ring.
Really?
Yeah. And had a concussion. Everyone assuming she had a concussion at the least. And dude, they didn't fucking they didn't stop. She got back in the ring and she did stuff afterwards.
Really?
And everyone's like, why the fuck would WB not stop the match or pull her out of it or something?
Let's see.
It was. Oh, we're gonna watch it here. I think it's the one coming up right here, right there, and then right there. The first one knocked her out and she started falling, and then she kicked her again. See, she's rolling her around. After she pulls her into the corner.
Dude, she can't even stand.
Yeah, dude, she's out of it, dude. The ref is doing nothing. Alvarez and Meltzer were talking about this. The ref just stood there and did nothing. He didn't throw up the X. He didn't do anything. And she could legit have a neck injury. They don't know, and they're just still doing shit. Because where I heard about it was listening to Alvarez and Meltzer talk about it, and they brought it up, and they were right. They're like, this is shit that would happen in the fucking 90s or something. This never happens nowadays. Normally they fucking stop the match or pull the person.
What if it's faked and just really fucking, well done?
No, I don't think it was.
No?
No.
You didn't throw up an X?
No. Yeah, that was
How do we know it's real and not fake, though?
Well, because WWE isn't good at making real things when it was reported everywhere that it was real. Okay, Alexa Bliss, they said that her arm got injured by Ronda Rousey. That's fake. Everyone knows it's fake. You can tell real injuries from fake injuries just by the way they handle them.
Liv Morgan's dead.
And by simply also watching it. You can tell.
Yeah, I guess you could tell it definitely hit her knee.
Yeah. So that was interesting. So this is something else. This made me laugh when I didn't watch Raw and Alvarez was talking about this. He goes, "This was fucking ridiculous." So Owens is fighting. I think he was in a match with Bobby Lashley and someone else, and Leo Rush is out there, which I haven't really watched Leo Rush at all. But so Bobby Lashley gets thrown out of the ring. Okay, he's just outside the ring. Leo Rush jumps out of the ring. Kevin Owens runs out to start chasing him. So he's chasing Leo Rush, right? He trips over Bobby Lashley, and the ref declares Owens trips over Bobby Lashley. The ref determines that he illegally kicked him outside of the ring and disqualifies him.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Dude, I was like, I don't understand.
Are they just making up rules now? What the fuck?
Dude, I have never ever heard of anyone being disqualified for just kicking someone. Like, I was like, what? And outside of dude, I didn't understand. I was
Dude,
very.
if they're going to go as far as to do that shit, anytime someone who is not tagged in during a tag team match does any sort of a move, they should immediately be disqualified.
Dude.
Immediately.
I didn't plug this in. They are super duper insanely fucking
For a split second, I thought you meant the fucking mic. And I was like, uh-oh.
That doesn't seem. We're gonna record while we're talking. Hey, okay. So I accidentally bumped my super touchy laptop.
Yeah, and the whole thing reset, but it turns out it saved it somehow. So good news, everyone.
I was sad. I was like, oh man, this means that we have to record that again, and it won't be as good because that was good shit right there.
It worked out.
The Mae Young Classic was recorded. And I think 2 or 3 nights, and they're just airing it like
tonight.
They're airing every week. They put an episode
periodically.
out. Yeah. So that's what they're doing with that. But what were we talking about before this?
The trip. The trip DQ.
We finished that. That was stupid.
Yeah, we're moving on to the next one.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's all I got for WWE, really. Yeah.
Dude, they suck.
Yeah, there were some things that
the writing is just awful.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, I mean, you can have talent out the fucking wazoo all you want and overproduce the shit out of your show with all these fancy screen boards and shit and lights and fucking entrances, but whenever someone's getting DQ'd for kicking someone, then I'm a little confused.
Oh my god, talk about irony. What are the 2 things we covered? Owens got DQ'd for kicking someone barely when he tripped, and Brie Bella knocked someone the fuck out, and that match kept going. Kicked her right in the fucking head.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Dude,
it's on the same show.
I watched that again when we were waiting for it to set back up, and I mean, it's just...
He was saying, Gable was saying that you can see Brie blatantly trying to talk to Liv Morgan.
It's a kerfluffle. Is a kerfluffle or is that the right word? Did I use that right?
That's whenever you
kerfluffle.
You jerk some guy off before the porn starts.
No, I think this is a legitimate kerfluffle.
Well, fluffing is what I'm talking about when you jerk.
What is it? A disturbance or commotion typically caused by a dispute or conflict in all the
I don't know if that's covered by. I don't know if that's what this is.
It's a conundrum.
Sounds like a kerfuffle to me.
I wanted to say kerfuffle.
It's a fun word.
I think it's also a Pokemon based off my Google results.
That's good. You have any questions about WWE, what they've been doing? Okay, so I think I'm going to watch the Australia show. Only because that's their October pay-per-view. No. The Women's Evolution is their October pay-per-view. And I really don't want to watch that. So I think I'm going to watch the Australia show instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a hard pass.
You're not gonna watch any of it.
No,
but
I'll watch the next takeover.
We got a busy weekend coming up. We got Death by Dishonor and the fucking Long Beach show, Fighting Spirit Unleashed or something like that. We have both those shows this weekend. It's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna get fucked. F'd in the A, man.
F'd in the A, baby. So let's get right into it, man. Let's the third night of the Destruction Tour, Destruction in Kobe, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Taguchi wins the IGPW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, he's the 16-time IGPW champion.
I don't think he hasn't been one, huh?
No. This is the September 23rd show. As I was saying, I think this was better than the first 2 shows. But let's get right into it here.
I like my notes. Like the first Young Lions match is one of my largest notes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just.
Do you have their names?
No, I just purposely put Young Lion versus Young Lion.
Dude, I put Young Lion versus Young Lion with beard. That way I could tell the That's why I could tell the difference.
Right, you go over this because I have no notes. And I just want to start off by saying that once the match was over, I feel like I should have given it more attention, and it probably was better than I thought it was. But go on.
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty good match as far as Young Lion. Like I wouldn't put it like anywhere up there with like a regular versus a regular.
They're both better than Kenny Omega, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Omega's symbol is the Omega symbol. I don't know if you.
No fucking way, dude. He has a new shirt that's really cool. It's it looks like him, but as like Omega Red from the X-Men comics.
The Omega directive was in Star Trek. That's something.
Yeah, but what about that crystal that everyone holds?
Yeah, Mega Crystal?
No, the crystal that no one talks
It's just
about.
Captain Picard holds it, not everyone.
Okay,
He's the only one.
In every episode.
In like probably 70 of them. Every episode.
How many are there?
25 times 7. Probably like 150, so like half of them.
Okay. It's every episode, but whatever.
All right, sir. You are the expert.
I watch Star Trek way more than you. Hold on, I don't
even watch it. You watch Star Trek way more than you have your notes prepared.
Well, the issue isn't with my notes. The issue is with my fucking phone. I want the screen to stop turning off.
So you can look at your notes.
So I can look at my notes.
So it is an issue with notes.
And I also want it to be brighter. Come on, be brighter.
Why is it so stupid?
There we go. I can see now. Everything is fixed. What'd you do?
Oh, never mind. I gotta do my lucky draw things.
All right, so Young Lion versus Young Lion with beard. First, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this was a 3-star match in my opinion. Which is probably
good for a Young Lion match.
Yeah, one of my favorite Young Lion matches I've ever seen. Let's see, Young Lion with beard really ran through the other Young Lion at one point, and it just really fucking bulldozed them. You don't remember much of this match, I'm betting.
I did bad.
But
I'm
dude,
embarrassed by how bad I did.
But he ran through him so hard, and I don't think he's like used to putting up big blows like that because he immediately grabbed his chest for a second. I think he broke like the story for a second, and they grabbed his chest out of pain, and then went back to the show. But it was kind of funny. I don't know if he did it like to sell or something, but it looked legitimate. Like he didn't realize how hard he was gonna do it. Yeah. The false finishes for this match would have been really great, but it makes me really appreciate in other matches how impactful a big move right before a false finish can be, because they really can't do many big moves.
Yeah, their false finishes are, But when you look at it that way, though, if a Young Lion versus Young Lion, they can't do big moves, so they're not going to win by a big move. So a non-big move could be a false finish, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If they can't do a big
move... it's not like... I'm not saying it makes the false finish any better, but it's the excitement of holy fuck, how did he kick out of that type thing?
Yeah, I got you.
It ended in a draw, which was I was not expecting, and Bearded Young Lion showed a lot of drive in finishing the match. Whenever he was I like to see that from it's a cool characteristic of the Young Lion to really push himself past the bell ring, and he's holding his the signature the signature Young Lion Boston Crab. For a few seconds after the bell, so it is definitely a characteristic you like to see in the Young Lions.
Okay, well let's just
their character.
Okay, I agree, but let's just back up a second. So you said you were surprised when it ended in a time limit draw?
Yeah, does this happen a lot?
This is their 15th time limit draw match.
I don't remember any of them,
and I remember at least 2 to 3, at least 2 of them. I remember 2 of their previous matches.
Happen a lot?
Yeah. It's their 15th one.
Why don't I remember any of them?
This is the thing. I feel like I was cursed. Because the fact that I was like, oh, it's them two, it's going to be a draw. That might have taken me out of it. And you not knowing that, maybe that's why you're able to appreciate it so much more. Because I was like, okay, this is going to be another 10-minute draw, whatever. And I kind of checked out during some of it. And then after it was over, Kelly mentions this was her 15th one.
It may have... Dude, whenever I was watching this, I should have prefaced my review of the match with this. I was really hopped up on, coffee, and I don't drink coffee itself.
What's wrong with
shut
you?
Up. I don't drink coffee itself as often as I used to.
Oh my God.
And I get a more, focused caffeine high. And I was, really excited to watch wrestling, and I was like, oh, cool, this is great. This is great. And normally when I watch a Young Lion match, I'm like, I can't wait till this is over so I can watch a Young Lion match.
If you turn on WWE, I don't think you'd have been like, this is great, this is great.
That's true.
Shitty wrestling is shitty wrestling.
I did like the match.
I like how Kevin Smith does fucking podcasts completely high. Other people are hopped up on fucking drugs, and you're like, I was on some coffee, man.
I was on some
hardcore caffeine that night.
Yeah, caffeine's a fucking drug. Fuck you.
Caffeine's a hell of a drug.
No, I mean, I was just sitting there. I'm sitting there watching this, and I was just really fucking excited to watch wrestling.
I think it was a combination of your excitement and your lack of knowledge that it would definitely be a draw. Because I was like, this is going to be a draw.
Well, I think I also pay less attention to the Young Lion matches like normally as well.
Oh, okay. So we swapped.
Yeah.
We swapped. Well, this works out because the next match is Young Lion and Young Lion versus Roppongi 3K. I got no notes.
Man, I sound like an idiot saying I was surprised by the ending.
It's only their 15th match. It's kind of surprising.
Whatever. Is it normally Young Lion versus Bearded Young Lion, or is it a different Young Lion?
Those two.
Okay, it's always those two?
That have that draw, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just like...
A bunch of Young Lions?
Yeah, it's not like any Young Lion versus any Young Lion draw streak. It's those two specific wrestlers are having... Those two wrestlers, this is their 15th match.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Did they say it was their 15th draw?
It was over, Kevin Kelly said this was their 15th time limit draw after it was over. But I already knew that they had a streak. They've mentioned it at their past ones too.
Do you know what also might not help? Is that I don't know like any of the Young Lions apart from one another, so I wouldn't have recognized that they were in a match together.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm an idiot.
I remember...
Basically, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Kevin Kelly saying before that they had their 10th match and it was a draw too. So there's been probably about 5.
Maybe surprise isn't the best word then.
I mean, hey,
I guess I was surprised.
You can be surprised.
I'm just very naive.
You're allowed to be surprised.
Young Lions versus Roppongi 3K.
All right, so what notes you got on this? Because I got the finish information. What notes you got?
It was another good developmental match for the Young Lions who were involved here. Not as impressed because there's some main roster guys versus Young Lions. So the main roster guys can really carry the match for the most part.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of more focused on them, to be honest. Not on purpose. I'm not like, oh, fuck the Young Lions. I'm not gonna pay attention. This is like
in regards to what you're saying, I got another long little note.
Yo and Show just have more of a fucking personality than the Young Lions, obviously.
The Young Lions aren't allowed.
They're easier. Yeah, they're easier to pay attention to.
Yeah. Still a good match nonetheless. Yo won with a Falcon Arrow and Roppongi. Well, Yo hit the Falcon Arrow. Roppongi 3K won by pinfall. So there's something I want to talk about here, and it's the difference between New Japan and WWE squash guys. New Japan squash guys, for the most part, being the Young Lions. Mm-hmm. Occasionally, there's other guys that mostly lose, but it's pretty much always the Young Lions. And then WWE just being any fucking local guy that week that they have to do a squash match, like Braun Strowman. Beat 3 guys, whatever. But not just Braun Strowman, like just new guys. So I've noticed in New Japan, like the Young Lions, like mostly just the fire they have. Like when you watch a Young Lion match, even like with the Young Lions versus Roppongi 3K, when you're watching it, it seems like 2 guys that clearly, are brought in to be squash guys, but they're like 2 guys that are there to win their match and to try to win. Mm-hmm. And they're fired up and pumped and they want to do it. When you watch WWE and you watch 2 squash guys from fucking Indiana versus a new tag team, you're like, these guys look like they're standing there, they're here to lose, and they're ready to go home. You know what I mean? Like
they came to lose.
Yeah, like squash guys in WWE, you're like, all right, dude, he's here and he's ready to lose, and that's it. Like, the Young Lions aren't going to win, but it seems like they want to win, and it seems like they're there to try to win.
Yeah.
To, like, try. And it's just, like, a completely different dynamic when you watch. It just makes it seem so much more real.
I really like what you're saying here.
Yeah.
I really like this.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely something I noticed from, like, a lot of WWE squash matches. You're just like, oh, and it's boring. And it's like, I mean, these aren't super duper exciting sometimes, but at least they look like they want to win, Like,
yeah.
But, all right, so you ready for the next one here?
Yeah.
We got Jushin Thunder Liger and Tiger Mask versus El Desperado and Kanemaru. El Desperado and Kanemaru jumped Tiger and Liger during their entrance. They used chairs and did a lot of mean things to him. They were trying to unmask Tiger Mask for a while. You have any notes before the finish?
All
right, that silence was because I accidentally had something in my butt. It's taken care of. You have any notes before the finish on this one?
Nothing that
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that said immediately showing their colons. Because I thought of my butt and I was thinking about that.
No, nothing really about the match itself that you hadn't already covered with what you said. Just that Jushin Thunder Liger, like I was talking about the other night, how Suzuki is just like, it's amazing how he's able to do what he does at his age. And Jushin might even be older. I think Jushin might be closer to 60. I think he's like 59.
Right. Yeah, I think he's up there. You look that up.
Yeah, but dude, that's like fucking. It's incredible whenever you can see guys at that age perform at that caliber still.
It's also incredible whenever you think how, like, I'm 36 and I'm like, I can barely move. These bones are getting old. These guys are like fucking 55 and they're doing fucking springboard ass fucks and shit.
He's 53. Not as old as I thought, but still very impressive.
He's up there. Tiger Mask hit a crucifix pin, and then Tiger and Liger won by pinfall. Looks like for this one they're setting up a title match at King of Pro Wrestling, it looks like. I'm thinking maybe the show after the Long Beach show. Looks like they're definitely setting up a match. So, here's something interesting that Kevin Kelly mentioned during his commentary, which, just to say, I am super fucking excited for Long Beach. We'll take it from the top.
Oh.
Take it from the top.
Oh, wait, are we going to start with the WWE stuff again?
No.
Oh, I didn't understand what you said.
Well, no. What? So, dude, the Long Beach show, commentary is going to be Kevin Kelly and JR.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
I'm happy. I'm very excited for that. But
did Kevin Kelly used to announce WWE?
He did commentating in WWE in the 90s.
For Raw?
Yeah, he did.
Because he said Monday nights.
Yeah. So Kevin Kelly said that no one has ever lost the title shot after winning the G1, like how they put it up to defend it before Wrestle Kingdom. Apparently no one's lost it yet, which is interesting. So I wonder who's going to be that first person to lose their fucking briefcase after they win the G1. I don't think Tanahashi's losing it. I think Tanahashi Omega is pretty much a lock for Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's interesting that no one's ever done it. So that's kind of cool. It's like a built-in shocking moment for when it finally happens, you know?
Yeah, I'm following you here.
All right, so next we got Nagata, Tenzan, Kojima, and Nakanishi versus Togi Makabe, Ayato Yoshida, Taguchi, and Tomoaki Hanma. I remember last time we recorded, you were like, we need to try to remember these guys' names, those four older guys. I made a conscious effort to try and do that. And to do it, I'm just only using their last names a lot until I get that remembered.
I'm glad you made a conscious effort because I just wrote Blue Justice.
Blue Justice is Nagata.
All right, cool. I thought it was a group of them.
I don't know. He's always like wearing blue, and I think he used to be called Blue Justice or something.
There's the one who pulls his T-shirt up and is like a face.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, that was racist. You had your eyes squinted.
I mean that. Okay. Moving on.
You
can read my notes too.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't know. Notes. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't really know what to put for this match.
So Taguchi was in a handicap match against four guys?
Taguchi and Co. Okay.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute here. So this is interesting.
Four guys, one Taguchi. I'll watch it.
Yeah. So Kevin Kelly said that Nakanishi is a member of Taguchi Japan. Since when?
Yeah, that's a big goof, right?
Yeah. The big lumbering guy.
Yeah, the one who looks like he could shit out a turd the size of me.
Yeah, he probably has. But I never seen him on any list that he was in Taguchi Japan.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Whatever.
I don't know this stuff, man.
Nagata hit a belly to back suplex with a bridging pin, and Nagata, Tenzan, Nakanishi, and Kojima won by pinfall.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like
we need to go back. You need to give Sparkle Meltzer the Sparkle days for a lot of these.
Oh, for the Jushin? No, I think
you didn't give any except for the first one.
I thought I did for the second one. I thought I said 2 as soon as we started.
Yeah, you might have.
The Roppongi 3K one got 2. The Jushin Thunder Liger one got 3. This one, I guess.
Nothing, huh?
I couldn't really rate it. I just didn't care.
You gotta rate it.
2.
Okay.
It didn't do anything that made me mad. I just didn't care. Two's like I said, 2's that standard. You have to do something to make me mad to go down.
The standard bearer. All right, so next we got Killer Elite Squad versus Best Friends. KES versus Best Friends. There's a sweet move where I think Chuck E. T had Archer laying across the guardrail, and Beretta jumped off the apron and hit like a fucking
Drape double stomp.
Yeah, like a stomp, drop kick type move. It was really cool.
Yeah, I had that same note. Really good teamwork for their little faction.
Oh, you did it.
What's it? Stable faction? Stable?
Your tag team.
I don't know. I was trying to expand my vocabulary. Fuck you.
Okay, that's not nice. There was a sweet reversal where Chucky T was being held for the heart attack, and he ducked whenever whenever they went for the clothesline that I liked. That was a pretty cool move.
I like the Trent getting rolled up onto that. Whenever he gets whipped into the corner, he actually flips and lands sitting facing on the outside of the ring. That was really fucking talented.
That was a Shawn Michaels move. Shawn Michaels used to do that all the time.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, and then another one that they would do is whenever they kind of hit the ropes, but they kind of go head first and do a flip like he did, and they land outside on the apron. Like standing on the apron after they flip over.
Scary.
Flair did this thing. Okay, how long are you gonna focus on this hair on your fucking face?
I don't know. Flair.
Are you good?
Flair.
So Flair used to do this thing where he would do it almost every match, where he would get thrown into the corner. He would do the flip thing where he, instead of landing sitting, he would land on the outside on the apron, immediately run to the opposite corner, go up, and someone would just grab him and throw him off. And it would happen every fucking time. Every time he would climb the ropes to do something, the guy would always run and throw him off, but he always fucking did it. And it was so fucking funny. But
Flair. Woo!
Archer's big ass goes for and misses a moonsault off the top rope.
Dude, he's a physical motherfucker.
He is.
He is a big physical motherfucker.
He is. Great false finish where Beretta kicks out of a fucking brutal choke slam. He got choke slammed real fucking hard. Okay, everybody dies.
Dude, that was when fucking Archer started screaming.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Screaming, everybody dies.
Everybody dies. Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking intimidating. Like you're watching. If you're like I know it's fucking scripted and shit, but like, just imagine being in a real match and like the guy like just starts like shouting this shit at you.
Dude,
it's scary as fuck.
If I ever ran into Lance Archer or Davey Boy Smith on the street, like, it would be the fastest I ever moved. They would blink and I would be sucking their dicks, like, instantly, so they wouldn't hurt me.
You have to. Have to.
I'd be like, what do I got to do here? So Killer Elite Squad hits the killer bomb. In the middle of the pin, Beretta reverses it into a crucifix pin, and the Best Friends won by pinfall. I fucking love the finish. Yeah. I love that finish.
This is a good match.
Dude, I thought it was a really good match, and whenever they hit that move, I was like, it's over. It's done. I was super fucking surprised when they did that. So that was a really surprising, great finish. I was very excited by it.
Dude, do you realize if they do a Best Friends title run, or like getting like them built up to go up against the Young Bucks and shit, that could be a fucking storyline on Being the Elite.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, because they're the ones that are fucking doing that song and walking around and throwing the belts away.
Yeah.
Okay, next we got...
When's that coming back, by the way?
I'm guessing it's probably going to come back after Long Beach is my guess.
That's a good guess.
That's what I'm thinking.
Cool.
Next we have Jay White, Yoshihashi, and Ospreay versus Juice Robinson, David Finlay, and Toa Henare. Juice is a douchebag, and I hate him. So... Hanare's people's chop is lame as fuck. You remember the people's elbow The Rock would do?
Yeah.
He did all the fancy moving shit, did an elbow drop. Like, he fucking stands there and does this fucking, like, Samoan tribal dance shit and blah, 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 blah. And then just draws the rope and just does a chop. I'm like, this is stupid. I don't like it at all. It annoys me. It's a lot of work and pomp and circumstance for just a chop.
Fair enough.
A chop.
A chop.
I mean, granted, the people's elbow is just an elbow, but I also thought that was dumb, too.
Yeah.
I was never like, oh my god, it's time for the people's elbow.
At least you're consistent.
What
about... I got really annoyed with fucking Finlay whenever he did that, like...
Dude, you hate Finlay.
I really do.
Dude, as I was watching this match, I was like... He's yelling about something, and Gable's probably getting annoyed, and he's going to make a note.
He was mimicking fucking... Hanare, and like granted that could be some just like fucking taunting.
They made a comment about it on the commentating.
Yeah, I heard it. That's what I was gonna say. It
was
just like between them because they were like young lions together and shit, right?
Yeah.
and it's just like it's just them fooling around basically. And I just didn't care. I thought
Well,
I
here's
just
the
thought
thing.
it was like not funny.
The reason for it is irrelevant if it annoys you.
Yes,
So there's that.
that's what it got. I
Yeah.
got to there. So
But you like the name Fin Juice? That's what their tag team's called.
is that what it was?
They're called Fin Juice.
I was trying to remember. I just Juice Finley. I was like, I don't know what it is.
You're like Juice Finley.
A bunch of douchebags. Except
Yeah, Juice is a douchebag.
Damn it.
Right. All right, so how about us?
Juice just needs to be Juice. Just like don't be connected to Finley or anyone else. Just go be Juice. Just go be a singles wrestler.
Punch him in the face. Ospreay did a badass fucking move where he did a springboard jump onto a rope, jumped across the corner to the other fucking rope, and did a flip to the outside.
Is this the thing where the camera cut away right as he was doing it and it was very far away and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I didn't notice that.
Something happened where it went to a camera on the other. Ospreay went to do something.
I think that was it.
Yeah, Ospreay went to do something and cut away to a camera that was on the opposite side of the ring. I'm like, why? I wanted to see him land on them. Why'd you do that?
Well, like it cut to the side they were on.
Maybe back to it, but it cut away from it so that I don't know.
So I don't remember there being any issues with the camera there, but I don't know. Maybe you had a different.
Normally you notice that shit.
Yeah, maybe you had a different feed than me.
Probably not.
I mean, probably.
That
was really cool. He's so athletic. Ospreay took an inside-out lariat where they do like the flip when they get clothesline. Landed right on his fucking head, and it scared me. I don't know if you saw that one, but like he fucking did just landed right on his dome piece.
And this added to all. Was there stuff that added to the fucking chaos confusion?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
Yoshihashi holds
Yes,
Hanare.
yes,
Dude,
okay.
He grabs Hanare, right, for Jay to hit, and I just go, oh boy. I'm like, he's getting hit. And Hanare moves, of course, and White hits Yoshihashi.
Why doesn't Yoshihashi just stop holding people?
needs
Just go
to.
back to the side.
He needs to just get on his knees so they just fall over him and trip. But, dude, I thought it was really funny. Afterwards, when it happened, Jay yells at Yoshihashi. He goes, fucking hold him! I thought it was really funny to scream at him. Jay White hits the Blade Runner, and Chaos wins by pinfall.
Yeah, I definitely liked Jay yelling at Yoshihashi, even though he clearly fucked up.
Yeah. How many...
Let's see. I was getting mad with the commentating. This got 2 stars. It didn't really do much for me.
I don't think you gave the stars on the last one. You just said it was really good.
3.
Okay.
3 for
a
the
lot of
best
3s
friends.
and 2s.
I need to lead with it, otherwise it's not getting done.
Okay,
So when we announce the match, ask me how many stars.
Okay.
Yeah, but that last one was 2. This Finley one is 2. Yeah, I don't know, dude. The other people were trying to talk about the fucking Chaos feud, and I was getting frustrated. Maybe I was just like easily annoyed at the moment or something. Let's see. Here's the quote. Some of the quotes. Leave it to me and see what happens. He's talking about the win. I'm like, no shit. He's talking about the win. Like, it was the one announcer you don't like, right?
Oh my God, Mark, whatever.
Yeah,
his voice was I will admit, his voice was not as annoying in this one because I was paying attention. But go on.
His quote, he was talking about what Jay White was saying. Leave it to me and see what happens. He's talking about the win. Yes, he's talking about the win. What else would he fucking be talking about?
Yeah, like we're not really stupid.
You don't have to like explain to me. Oh, he hit him because he wanted to harm him. Like I don't. You don't need to lay it all out for me.
He just nailed him with the Blade Runner because he does that when he wants to win the match. Oh boy.
I think this may have been Rocky. How can you blame Okada when the guy who's manipulating it is in your faction? I guess manipulating the all the shit going on, and I don't know. I got annoyed with that fucking statement.
Well, he's the leader of the faction.
I was like, who else is gonna be trying to like manipulate what's going on? And I don't know. It just seems very
you're saying, like,
obvious.
How can you blame him whenever it's the guy in the faction doing it? But who else would?
Who else is going to be doing this?
Yeah, to try to take over the faction. Here's the thing. I want to pause this because it's scaring me.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna. You have anything else?
Wait, no,
to
it's
that
just
match?
taking a second
Okay, but I did this one time with Thor and Frozen.
Do it. Go.
Wait, is that all you have for this match, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Record.
All right.
Here we are. We had to go potty. We had a potty break for ourselves.
Well, it was a save break, so we can.
Oh, that's the lie we're going with, a save break. We had to save with our save break, you know. Should we bring your notes up? All right, time for the Google Notes app. Let's very reliable. Look how stupid it is. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, next matchup, we have a match that apparently Gable forgot to watch. Evil, Sonata, and Naito.
What? No, not again.
Yeah.
What?
Evil, Sonata, and... What?
Why is it not here?
I'm so confused right now.
You're confused. I'm confused. Why there's no my notes are in here?
Dude, Tito was talking about a Creep Show special release coming out and gave me all this info about it. And I said, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to get that. And then I go to the Legendary Muffin Ass, and he goes, I've never really looked. Does he have a muffin ass or did? Wait, who? Hello, I'm Tom Savini. I have a legendary muffin ass.
Wait, Tom Savini?
Yeah, he mentioned Tom Savini in the thing.
Tom Savini was in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
I just saw him in there.
Yeah, you did.
I just watched that for the first time the other day.
I'm very proud of you.
I forgot to. I have to pronunciate.
Enunciate. Okay, so we have the missing match: Evil, Sonata, and Naito versus Suzuki, Zack Sabre Jr., and Taka Michinoku. There wasn't really much to this match. I can see why you forgot it. What do you rate it?
We're gonna say 2.
Okay.
I do remember having a thought during this match where
I had a thought.
yeah, where I was like, why are they doing a it felt like they were doing a hype match after the main match already happened.
I imagine you sitting there and then you're just like following, like watching Brundle fly all over your living room, and then he lands on the TV, and then you're like, oh yeah, and you have a thought, and then he starts flying around again. Next thing you know, it's over. Brundle fly.
It's so funny because when you're over, that's all I would do is get distracted by the fly.
Tito goes Romero or Savini. If that's who we're talking about. Oh my word. Naito took a rough bump over the guardrail at some point, which looked like it hurt. There was great shit in this match with Evil and Zack Sabre Jr. trading submissions. And then Sabre was doing his like cool submission stuff, just climbing all over Evil's body everywhere and putting him in different submissions, which was cool. Evil hit everything as Evil on Taka, and the Los Ingobernables de Japón won by pinfall.
Yeah. I'm going to say 2.
Okay, then. The commentators mentioned a couple times Naito wanting to recruit a new member for Los Ingobernables. Wonder who it could be.
Didn't they talk about that last time?
For Bullet Club.
Okay. Wait.
For the Bullet Club OGs is what they were talking about.
Oh boy, do we got some incoming freshmen? Is that what's happening?
No, man. There was some sort of talk about Takahashi, like, having some video he put out with a title. I didn't know what they were talking about. I never saw it, and I couldn't find it on Twitter, or I couldn't find it anywhere.
Hiromu?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, he wasn't in it, but his belt was in it or something, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I'll have to look more for that, but...
I'm intrigued. I am intrigued for sure.
Next, we have Bushi versus Kushida in a semifinal match for the Junior Heavyweight Championship tournament. What kind of notes you got here, kid?
I completely, it's been a while since I've seen Bushi in a singles match. I forgot about his t-shirt gimmick, and I also forgot about his mist.
His what gimmick?
T-shirt where he takes off his shirt and tries to choke someone with it. And then the mist, I completely forgot about. So when it happened, I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I was like, oh yeah, he does that.
And he does do the mist.
He does the mist. So that caught me off guard. I thought there was a really good false finish in this match as well. And then we got a Back to the Future for the win.
Okay. Well, Kushida did a rolling, jumping DDT that got reversed into a facebreaker. I thought was cool.
I jumped in.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
There's an awesome Canadian Destroyer by Bushi. I always like to mention the Canadian Destroyers because I love that fucking move.
I thought that one looked kind of rough. It may have been the camera angle though.
It was also weird because it was like bouncing off the ropes and it was like running. It was
there was a lot of motion to it.
Yeah. Bushi's MX got reversed into a double. I think to the Back to the Future lock. Or the hoverboard lock.
Yeah.
I think that's what that was.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
And how about whenever Red Shoes gets rolled and just takes a bump? He basically rolled on the mat and then just took a bump and just laid there. And that's when...
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I whenever Bushi went for the pin, didn't it like
Well, yeah, because
I wasn't expect.
because-
I'm not sure why I'm asking you how I felt, but I was gonna say whenever Red Shoes took or Bushi went for the pin, I was like, he's not gonna be there to pin the guy. He just got bumped.
yeah, because Red Shoes took the bump, and then Bushi spit the mist into Kushida. And then Bushi did this, like, fucking, like, a backslide pin, and then did a fucking, like, bridge on top of it. It was a really fucking cool looking pin.
Yeah, and it was like, I was like, who's counting the pin
one.
here?
And then Kushida hit 2 Back to the Futures. Remember, he did one where he kind of stumbled and picked him up and did a second one.
Do you think it was planned to do 2?
I don't know. It was hard to tell.
I'm going to think it is because the mist, he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to do it right
Dude,
the first time.
if the stumbling was just him selling the mist, then that was ingenious.
Yeah.
And Kushida won by pinfall, obviously. So he's going to face the winner of Ospreay versus Marty Scurll.
Yeah.
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 And who do you think's going to win that match?
Of
Ospreay and Scurll.
I'm going to say... unfortunately, I'm going to say Ospreay.
I think Scurll, because I think they're going to do the Ospreay Ibushi program. I don't think that needs a title. That's why I think Skrull's going to win it. It's going to be Scurll versus Kushida.
You think...
I think Ospreay's out of the tournament because I think everyone expects Ospreay to beat Scurll.
So they're going
I think Skrull's going to lose to Kushida in the final. That's my guess.
All right, let me process this.
Oh.
Scroll. Okay. Okay, I'm there.
Man, this is what's going to happen.
All right.
And the main event.
Did I say that was 3? That was 3.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah.
That was good. Next we have Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuchika Okada for the Wrestle Kingdom title shot on the line.
Yeah. I haven't even made an official decision on how many stars I'm giving this one.
Let's talk through the stars.
All right, let's talk through the match.
Oh, we can do that too. Tanahashi does a crossbody over the top rope to Okada on the floor and hurts his knee. As soon as it happened, the ref and himself and everyone was selling it like a bad injury when it happened. Like he could barely even fucking stand.
Yeah.
And Tanahashi did an amazing fucking job selling the knee throughout this match.
Yeah,
Great selling.
That was a main story of this match. Is his fucking knee.
There was a cool spot where Tanahashi was hanging from the top turnbuckle. His foot got caught and he fell, and he couldn't even get up. And Red Shoes had to have a couple young lions help him up, which I thought was unique, which fucked his knee up even more. But yeah, they did a great job telling the story of his knee. Very well done.
Yeah.
His selling, like limping. There was a part where he was just punching Okada and it wasn't even hurting him because he couldn't put any weight on his knee and he couldn't put his hip into it, which is really cool. There was just tons of different things. There's a part where Okada threw him to do a rope check and he just fell. There's a bunch of cool things they did with the knee. I loved it. I loved that. Tanahashi gives Okada a tombstone piledriver outside.
We're towards the end now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And nails a high fly flow right across Okada's fucking head. That's a real high one. A real high fly flow.
Yeah. Dude, I'm going to say my next note first. This match reminds me so much, and you didn't watch these, but it reminds me so much of the Okada Omega matches.
Really?
Yeah, before this, the last one.
The last one?
There's just like... it's a slower... and most of this match was slower than those for the duration. But it was a slow build-up to what ended with like a lot of fucking big moves.
Yeah.
A lot of quick momentum changes. A lot of false finishes. Some unexpected reversals right before some big moves are about to get hit.
Yeah, my next note, I have just awesome reversals back and forth. I was sure the Rainmaker was going to get hit a couple times, and it didn't. They did a great job tricking you with some of that.
If you watch this old, if you ever decide to go back and watch those old Okada Omega matches, you're going to see a lot of very similar structure to how the match is set up as to this compared to this one.
You've come a long way, Gable.
Yeah.
Come a long way.
But the a particular set was the that tombstone you mentioned.
Yeah.
And then I think a sling bit. This might be out of order, but a sling blade, and then a twist and shout.
Yeah.
And then a blocked high fly flow that caught me really off guard. I'm like, oh yeah, this high fly is gonna
with the knees.
Yeah.
When he put his knees
yeah.
up?
When he put his knees up, I'm like, this high fly is gonna end the match. And he threw up his knees. I'm like, oh my god, this is about to get interesting.
Yeah.
That's when I knew the match was gonna start getting really good.
Yeah, there was a lot of spots where I thought for sure a move was getting hit. And
I know where I'm at.
Yeah. Okada kicks out. Okay, so Tanahashi hits a high fly flow, and then apparently he's so hurt he can't simply lay on him, and like he hits the high fly flow, rolls off of him.
I will admit that was kind of weird.
And then like eventually rolls back on, and Okada kicks out because it took so long from the pin. I'm like, whatever. Okada hits the spinning Rainmaker, but the next Rainmaker is reversed into a beautiful Dragon Suplex. Looked great.
Yeah.
You have any more notes before the
finish?
No,
I stopped taking notes, and I was just going to go work strictly off you from the rest.
Then 3 high fly flows by Tanahashi in a row for the Tanahashi won by pinfall.
Yeah.
And then after the match is when it gets good. But what how many Sparkle Daves are given this?
4.
I was going to say, I think it's 4.
It's 4.
Compared to your other ratings, I was like, this was definitely, I'd say it was a 4.
This is above the other matches.
Yeah.
I just, the reason I waited to give it until tonight, I told Dave, I was...
Oh, that's right.
We got a little bit more to talk about here.
Yeah,
we got
the post-match stuff, you didn't want it to tarnish or affect what you thought of the match.
Yeah, because I really did like this post-match stuff we're about to talk about here.
Oh, boy. So, Jay White runs down and gives Tanahashi the Blade Runner, and then he starts attacking Okada, and I'm like, oh shit, this is good stuff. He goes outside, he goes to get a chair, and he's like telling Rocky to give him the chair, and Rocky wouldn't do it, so he fucking throws Rocky into a guardrail and grabs a chair, and then Yoshihashi runs down to a big pop and fucking falls at the bottom of the ramp. You saw this, right?
Ooh.
Dude.
Hold on. Yeah.
He fell, and I didn't see where, but afterwards, Alvarez and Meltzer were talking about what happened. So he fell, he fucking hit his head right off the fucking side of the ring, which is how he got busted open.
This was like an accident?
Yeah.
That's just funny.
In my notes, I have poor Yoshihashi. I felt so bad when I saw it happen. I was like, oh, man.
I didn't remember him falling.
Dude, he's running down. He just wipes out.
Yeah.
He gets up and he's bleeding. I'm like, oh my god, he fell and got accidentally busted open. And you could tell he was out of it. Like, he got hit. He hit his head hard because he's in the ring. He was moving slower.
Dude,
you could tell he was out of it.
He looked like he was just in the ring with a Bella.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I'm great.
I'm surprised you didn't see that, dude. But man, I felt so.
Maybe
bad
I saw it and just thought it was like part of the match, and I was like, oh, I missed a little.
Dude, it was fucking Titus O'Neil all over again. he ran down. It was just bam. I was like, where'd he go? I was like, oh man.
Oh my.
He was bleeding as soon as he got in the ring. I mean, you had to be like, why is he bleeding already? He just got in the ring.
I didn't think I noticed the blood, to be honest.
He was bleeding a lot when he got in the ring.
Well, I didn't notice.
And then,
very attentive, I guess.
Yeah, and then Jay threw the chair in his face. Maybe you thought that's what busted him open somehow, because he hit him in the face with a chair.
Yeah, I may have zoned out to start texting you, and I not zoned out, but I looked away. And then texting you.
Meltzer and Alvarez pointed something out. It was a very good point. Was how good Jay White is at improvising shit. Clearly, Yoshihashi wasn't supposed to fall and bust his own fucking head open. But Jay White grabs his blood and fucking wipes on his chest and is wiping on Okada and, making a moment out of this. You know what I mean? That wasn't even supposed to happen. Jay White's so great. I remember when we first started watching, you were like, dude, I love Jay White. And I was like, he's all right. He grew on me, and you were dead on with that.
Yeah.
He definitely grew on me.
I don't know. I like how how much of a dick he seems like.
Dude, he's a great heel. So Gato comes down and grabs the chair, and I mean, honestly, as soon as he grabbed the chair and stood behind him, I'm like, he's clearly turning on Okada. It was very, very obvious and blatant that it was going to happen. And Meltzer talking about it because you didn't see it coming. I'm like, yeah, fucking right. I'm like, here's my question to you. And something after this that they pointed out, which I didn't even think of, was they have mentioned several times before this that Gato had accompanied Okada to the ring for years and years.
Yeah.
And after the G1, he wasn't doing it anymore. which suddenly set this up, which I didn't even think about till after it happened. You go back and look at it. He stopped coming to the ring because something happened, and he thought Okada was losing it, so he's going to turn on him, which I thought was really cool. That they subtly hinted at that, which I didn't even pick up on until after. But my question is, do you think it would have been better? I think it would have had he not stopped accompanying him to the ring and turned on him here.
It would have been more shocking. I don't necessarily think better. I think it's a better story that like you can go back and if someone was to go back and watch this arc, that they'd be able to see this happen, and it would be better writing in the long run. And that way, you can kind of even tell that it kind of complements New Japan. It's not like, oh, this is a last minute decision they made to have him
shock
turn.
Value.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's just the thing is, it's like as I was sitting there, I was like, oh man, I wish I didn't just know what's about to happen, you know, like.
Yeah.
Which is.
Dude, even when it was happening, I was like, oh fuck, is he's gonna? Oh my god, I think he's gonna do this.
I was just like sitting there, just like waiting. I'm like, come on, hit him.
It was like one of those things where like you know it's gonna happen, and as soon as it happens, you're like, oh shit, he did do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was really cool that like they kind of built it without even realizing it, and then. It was a nice payoff. So, Gato said that White beat both of them, so the briefcase should be his. And I'm like, he's fucking right.
Yeah.
He did beat both of them in the G1.
Oh my god, what if White wins the suitcase?
He's not.
That'd be crazy.
Which I forgot how much sense it makes for White to do this. I'm like, White beat them both, and he's just been fucking like, you know, not doing anything about it.
But it makes sense for White to beat Okada because he beat Okada for the fucking US belt.
Dude. I really don't think they're doing Okada in Omega or White and Omega at Wrestle Kingdom. I don't. I think they're giving Tanahashi this last run, like they're giving him the spotlight in this big run.
But that would be even more impactful for the fucking Jay White heel character because you're taking that away from him.
Here's the thing.
He's the one. Does that make sense though?
It does.
Because he's taking it away from this legend who's on his final run, and he's fucking him over.
Well, here's the thing. Like it would give Jay White tons of heat. And it would obviously be an amazing... I think it would be a better match than Omega and Tanahashi, in my opinion. I'd rather see them.
Yeah.
But if you look at a card and you look at Omega versus Jay White or Omega versus Tanahashi...
It just looks better.
Clearly one is a bigger draw. You know what I mean? I think if they build Jay White another year or so, I think they can get him to that level. Because Okada, from what I hear and from what people talk about, Okada, whenever he first got thrown in the main event, he wasn't ready for it. He's like at Jay White's level right now, but he built and he got like bigger, and now he's like, you know, a big name over there.
All right, hear me out here. Next year, Wrestle Kingdom, Omega still has the belt, and it is a all-out fucking Bullet Club versus Chaos War. Jay White.
Is now the leader of Chaos.
He's the leader of
What's
Chaos.
What's Okada doing though? Is he just on his own now?
I don't know. I just kind of like crumpled him up like paper and threw him.
That's what you should do because I don't think he's that great.
I don't think he's awful either.
I don't think he's awful. I think he's
seeing the similarities between that Tanahashi Okada match and the Omega Okada match, I'm starting to think that some of the genius in those matches did not rest on Omega, but rested on Okada.
Well, it could be things that Okada picked up from Tanahashi, too.
I mean, Omega?
I mean, because Tanahashi and Okada had lots of matches before he fought Omega. This is like their 12th match together. Yeah. So he could have learned a lot of like in-ring stuff from Tanahashi, who's been around forever, and kind of carried it over and used some of that stuff in the Omega match. You know what I mean?
It's all in a pot that's stewed together, that works together very well in flavor. That's all I know. All these things.
You know what's funny? How much and how weird it is to say it, dude. Okada reminds me of The Rock so much.
Really?
Like from watching The Rock in the '90s, the facial expressions Okada makes and stuff like that, and the way he moves and shit. He reminds me so much of The Rock. Like obviously not his promo because I can't understand Japanese, but just like his facials and his mannerisms stuff reminds me of The Rock. But dude, I thought this post-match angle was so fucking great. Dude, New Japan's booking is amazing.
Yeah.
I was after I watched and texted, that's why I was like, when are you watching this?
Yeah.
It's like, I want to fucking talk about this because it was so cool.
This was great. Dude, this is the stuff that makes me really love wrestling.
Yeah. And Kevin Kelly said White's challenging Tanahashi next, so at some point they're going to be fighting. He's going to shot at the briefcase, so looks like White's getting the big push, which does make me very happy.
Another thing about these big moments is like if you're a wrestling fan, like 5, 10 years from now, you can be like, remember when fucking when Jay White came out and fucking jumped the Tanahashi Okada match, and that's when he started taking over Chaos. And who knows if there's like some like massive Chaos reign that like just like blows up in the wrestling industry as well.
And look back, I'm like, that was when it started.
That's when it started,
dude. Did you notice Kelly selling the Gato turn? When I went back and watched it again, whenever he hits him, the angle is where you can kind of see the tops of the heads of all the commentators. Kelly jumps up and goes like, "What?" Like screams and jumps out of his
Kelly's
chair.
So great,
dude. It was great.
Kelly is hands down the best fucking commentator in my opinion.
He's my favorite commentator right now.
Yeah,
he is. I never thought I'd ever say, dude. Having watched him in the '90s, I never thought I'd say that.
You like JR?
I like JR a lot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so excited to see them together. But and dude, another thing I love about New Japan, their booking and their storylines and the way it seems so real because like it's so dumb to say, but just the swearing, like whenever like stuff's going down and like someone's like what the fuck or fuck and like it's that's how people talk.
Yeah,
it adds realism to it whenever you do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like in WWE's whenever I'm watching fucking WWE and their TV PG bullshit and someone's like what the heck, I'm like, dude, this sounds so fucking fake and stupid. Like no one really talks like this unless it's WWE Christian or something.
What the HE double hockey sticks is happening here?
So that's it. That's it, man. That's all.
That's it.
That's it for Destruction Night, Destruction in Kobe.
You know what I like about JR? Makes some good jerky.
Dude,
that jerky was really good.
That's some good jerky.
Yeah.
His barbecue sauce is amazing.
Is there somewhere
too.
I can buy the jerky?
And you can buy it online.
I don't want to buy jerky online.
Yeah, you have to be a dick about it. You can go to his store in Oklahoma.
Ah, yeah, all right, that's more
very
convenient.
accessible. Very accessible. So make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube, Breakroom BS. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter at Breakroom BS, the number 1, Breakroom BS 1, and message us on YouTube. Message us on Twitter. I'm gonna keep saying this until someone fucking does it. Well, more people do it. So do that, and then you can listen to our shit anywhere through Anchor. It's on everywhere. Yeah, that's it. Anything else to add, Gable?
Wu-Tang!
Yeah, oh, come on.